Hey guys, hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I keep hitting my tripod. You are last but not least for the readings tonight. We're gonna jump right in and see what the universe has in store for you guys. Aquarius, sun and rising signs for November 2023. Let's see here. Aquarius, sun and rising signs. For Aquarius, sun and rising signs for the month of November 2023, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels, gods, goddesses, what messages do we have for Aquarius, sun and rising signs? For the month of November 2023, what messages of insight, guidance, and encouragement do we have for the sign of Aquarius, sun and rising signs for the month of November 2023? I hope you guys are enjoying the fall season. I hope you guys enjoyed your Samhain or Halloween. I hope that there is a lot that has been learned since this past lunar eclipse in Taurus. So, Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Let's see what messages of insight, guidance, and encouragement come out in the cards for you guys for Aquarius, sun and rising sign spirit guides. You have integrity. It's interesting you have the eagle. I read that as Scorpio here. And it kind of looks like there's like peacock feathers in the back or something. It's very indigenous though. So I don't know if those are peacock feathers, but indigenous America, should I say. We have number 17, 1 and 7 is 8. Some of you guys are life path number 8, or you guys are kind of on that path right now where you're more focused on your financial integrity, you're more focused on getting things done, or you're more focused on your own self-respect, how you treat people versus how, or also how they treat you. You've been focused on how you've been treating people, but also how they treat you as well. Okay. Opening your heart chakra, really connecting with your heart space as well. Feeling abundant at this time, Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Bottom of the deck, we have self-worth. Yeah. So card number 27, 2 and 7 is 9. So there's definitely starting to come full circle here, Aquarius, sun and rising signs. This is realizing that you deserve more than what you've been getting. You realize that maybe you should have been doing more for yourself than you've been doing. Okay, maybe you've been, trying to accomplish so much for others. You've been trying to tend to and nurture others outside of you, and you're kind of forgetting yourself. And I feel you have been enlightened. Okay, recently you have found the answers to how to care on how to care for yourself. Right? I'm studying this card because it seems that I'm getting that there is the need. You have come to the point, Aquarius, or the universe wants to work on this with you in November. Don't be so caught up in how you look, and then if you look good, then you feel like your self-worth matters. But if you don't look good, and when you look in the mirror, right, or if your hair doesn't look right, or if your makeup doesn't look, if your skin doesn't look right, or whatever, there's something about your appearance, your physical appearance, that will determine how you nurture your self-worth or not. And the universe wants you to kind of get to the point like this woman. It looks like her hair, but I think it's a scarf or like a hijab. It's covering her face, but yet you can still see the beauty in her eyes. The beauty is within her. She doesn't necessarily need to show her physical form, her full face. This person is confident in who they are. Maybe you come from a background, Aquarius, to some degree, or maybe you were raised a certain way to really be self-aware of your appearance, be very aware of your appearance, you know, and so a lot of you may be self-conscious. But in the month of, by the time November comes around, you're more focused on the inner you. There are those of you, Aquarius, where you already have the, you know, your outer appearance, your health, all of that stuff. You have that figured out. You're happy with how you look. You're happy with your body, your skin, your hair, whatever, right? That part has kind of become easy for you. But what you're realizing at this time, Aquarius, sun and rising sign, or what the universe wants to help you realize, is that how you look and feel inside of yourselves, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, as well as physically inside, that is the journey that is a bit more difficult to face, right? Because it's easier nowadays for us to hide how we feel, hide what we're thinking, right? And just kind of tend to the physical. But now it seems that the physical has become easy for you, Aquarius, sun and rising signs. It's just the inner aspects of who you are. That is where a lot of the work lies. And that's what you're tending to at this time, or this is what the universe wants you to tend to at this time. Does that make sense? So, Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Let's see a little bit more. We're going to pull one more oracle message for your overall advice and guidance and encouragement for the month of November from the universe, from your spirit guides and ancestors. Let's see. For Aquarius, sun and rising signs, universe, source, spirit guides. Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Let's see here. What more do you have to speak to Aquarius, sun and rising signs about, spirit guides, for the month of November 2023? Let's see here. Your heart chakra and your third eye. Those are the two chakras that I'm seeing here, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, that you need to work on or awaken or just heal or just focus on at this time, okay, in November 2023. Or those are the two chakras that you have been working on and they are now enlightened, they are now activated. You have the card of mustard, the mustard seed, faith. Right? You know, faith of a mustard seed, right? I guess as the Bible puts it. Bottom of the deck, we have abundance, bay leaves, and I love a good bay leaf, okay? Whether you cook with it or you use it in rituals. So Aquarius, for those of you who are not here yet, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, this is advice to you to have the faith of a mustard seed, to have faith that you can grow from nothing. You can be as small as a mustard seed and grow into something so beautiful. It's like, you know, you couldn't have even imagined it, right? Some of you guys are feeling like you're not enough. You may feel like the size of a mustard seed still right now, and you may have felt like that for a very long time. But you have to start small. Some of you Aquarius, sun and rising signs have been trying to start big, you know? You've been trying to focus on the bigger aspects of your life and trying to, in some ways, prove to yourself or prove your worth in that way. It's like, if I can do these bigger and better things, then I'm worth something. What I'm getting right now, Aquarius, that just popped into my head, who cares? Who cares if you have the best job? Who cares if you're making a bunch of money? Who cares if you live in the biggest house? Who cares, you know, about the expensive vacations or the vacations you can afford or can't afford, right? What makes you happy? Have faith in who you are and what you're capable of. And it starts here. It starts really small. You may be in a relationship where it may be the size of a mustard seed, so to speak, in its energy. Maybe you just, you know, maybe you just kind of feel like your romantic partnership with someone is just like, it's not really exactly where you want it to be, but it, you know, this person makes you happy, but you're just like, it's got a lot of growing to do. You know what I mean? And you may feel a bit daunted by it, and you may feel like there's a lot of work to do, but it's like, that's what it takes. It takes work, right? That doesn't mean that you have to be on the grind every day, you know, to make it work. You know, you just have to have faith. You just have to have faith and stay committed and realize, you know what, if I just, you know, continue to focus on my abundance, you know, have faith that I'm going to be abundant, that I'm going to grow from this, that we're both going to grow from this. As long as we have the right conversations, you know, we stay, you know, committed, we stay faithful, we stay loyal, you know, we open our hearts to each other, you know, like we remain understanding to each other, we listen to each other. That's where the abundance lies. It's not just the end result. Abundance is not the end result. Abundance is where you are now. It's not about the end result, right? I mean, it is to a certain degree, but it's like, it's about the journey. So the story of the mustard seed is not when it was a mustard seed. The story is even when it becomes a plant, when it comes, you know, it becomes a beautiful blossom, right? Don't look at, you know, when you reach your goal, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, whether it's financial goals, family goals, relationship goals, health goals, whatever, you're not gonna, you know, it's not about, you know, you going back into the beginning and being like, oh, I didn't have enough money and being all depressed. You're gonna go back and realize, wow, I come a long way. It's about the journey. You're not going to live your whole life looking back at how poor you were, or how single you were, or how many friends you didn't have back in the day, and just be sad every time you go back into that memory. You're going to just think about, I would hope, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, that you would just think about like, wow, I've come a long way and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for the protection and the guidance and the support that I've received along the way from that humble beginning. Whatever that humble beginning is in any situation, doesn't have to be in your life in general. Aquarius, abundance is already here. You are already abundant already. It doesn't matter what kind of job you have. Like I was saying before, it doesn't matter the relationships you have or the lack thereof. Maybe there are those of you, maybe you look at your life and you feel like, I don't really have a lot of friends that I can trust. I don't have a lot of people, you know, because you guys are all about community. You're about connecting and, you know, maybe partying and going to events and, you know, having that sense of community, right? And togetherness. And maybe there are some of you, you're just feeling like, I don't really have a lot of people that I can trust. Well, Aquarius, maybe not right now, but maybe you just have that one person right now. As friends, family, romantic partner, whatever. Maybe you just have that one person right now that you can depend on. Nurture that. Maybe you don't have the best job, but maybe just the job that you have right now, nurture that. Save your money from that job. It will grow. Right? Maybe your body image, you know, maybe the way your body looks to you right now, you're not happy with it 100%, but just start nurturing it. Start doing what you can, whatever you can afford. Start doing that, right? And you'll see the changes. You got to start somewhere. And it, you know, with this mustard, it started with the seed. It always starts small. You have to be willing to start where you're at. You can't want to start where someone's step 10 is and be like, well, when I get to their step 10, then I'll start. It's like, no, you got to start now, Aquarius. So this is for those of you who are struggling with this message. Like, you're not there yet. But others of you, you have reached this already. There are those of you, you already reached this. You're like, I've been there, done that. My relationships are thriving. My job is thriving. Why? Because you started small. You learned, maybe earlier on this year, you learned to start small, and you're just like, you know what? I'm glad I did that. I'm glad some of you guys just completely clean, swept the slate clean and started over. Okay. And you're just like, I just got to start humble again. I got to start over again. Some of you guys, you're really, really benefiting from that at this time. Okay. It's beautiful to see. But again, for those of you who are really struggling with this, remember the message that I just said earlier. Start small, start where you are. Find abundance on the ground that you're standing on now. And sometimes in order to find abundance on the ground you're standing on, you got to start planting. You got to start tilling the ground. You got to start cultivating the ground for abundance. That's how you find it, right? You don't just stand there and wait for it and start like looking around. No, you got to start working on the ground that you're standing on. That also is faith. Working where you are, digging where you are, cultivating abundance where you are is also an act of faith. Not just having faith and feeling it and just being like, yeah, it's all going to come to me. I'm just going to be patient. It's like, no, you got to do the work. That's the act of faith, right? Even when around you is looking barren and desolate, start cultivating the earth, start cultivating, the ground you stand on, so to speak, to grow your garden. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot. We're going to pull a couple tarot cards for you guys. 3 tarot cards, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. We're going to go ahead and see what more the universe is speaking to you guys about. For Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. For the month of November 2023, what more insight and guidance do you have for them, and encouragement for the month of November 2023? So some of you guys, if this is a romantic partnership, again, maybe the relationship is not where you want it to be, but it'll grow, right? You'll grow a family. Maybe you're in a relationship that's not making you happy right now, and maybe this is not the relationship you're meant to be in for the long term. There may be someone else that the universe will bring to you, but first you have to work on yourself and heal your whatever past wounds, within the relationship that you're in. Work on yourself now. Don't run away from any of the darkness or the problems that you may have in this current relationship. If you feel like this relationship is not like set in stone, or it's not the one all be all, it's not for life, you have faith that there's someone else that's going to come your way, and sweep you off your feet, so to speak, okay, or actually give you the love that you deserve. So let's pull 3 tarot cards, you guys, to dig in a little bit deeper into this. For Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs for November 2023. Let's see. Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. Let's see. Yep, 5 of Cups. Some of you guys still are in this 5 of Cups energy. Okay. Like this mermaid here looking at the ship, the ship behind her. She had an experience maybe with humans or with that ship, and she's looking back like, I wish I could go there and be with them, right? I wish I could be those humans, right? Others of you, maybe there's just maybe this is an experience that you had with in the past in a relationship or romantic partnership. There's something about your past that you're still mourning for some reason. Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs, and you're kind of like, I wish I can be there, or I wish I can experience that again. Others of you, this is your past. This is who you were in your past. You were mourning a lot of what you could have had. Okay. You had goals, something you wanted to achieve, maybe with your career, maybe with a marriage, maybe you didn't. Maybe the marriage, maybe there was a divorce or a breakup, someone you thought you would have children with. someone you thought you would marry, or maybe it was a job that you thought you would have for life, you know, or a career that you thought would, you know, take off, or a business that you thought would take off and it really didn't. And maybe, you know, in the past, you know, you were just like, I wish this could have worked out, and you were just stuck in that energy. So for there are those of you, this is in the past, which is good. Others of you, you may still be stuck in this energy currently, okay? And you feel like you're missing out on something. All right. But understand, with this integrity card, with this eagle here, with Scorpio, Pluto, is helping you, is lifting you out of that. And it's, you know, it's going to be sad and uncomfortable for some of you, because you don't want to leave that behind. You don't want to say goodbye to that, you know, because you're afraid that if I say goodbye, I'm never going to have anything to look back on. But there's always something better, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs, whether it's with money, your career, or a relationship, right? And then we have the Knight of Wands. It's time to move forward. It's time for an adventure, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. There are those of you, the Five of Cups was in your past. You're done with that, and now you're just like, I just want an adventure. It's time for me to have fun. It's time for me to go out on a date or a number of dates. It's time for me to meet new people, make new friends, right? If this is you and your partner, okay, you and your significant other, you guys are leaving this energy behind of the Five of Cups, okay, and you guys are actually starting to go on adventures. Some of you guys, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs, you're dealing with someone who is a Sagittarius or a Leo in their Sun and Rising signs, or could be an Aries, or you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their Sun or Rising signs, or it could be their Moon or their Venus. But there are those of you, Aquarius, where you're just ready for an adventure. You're about to travel. You're about to go on vacations, go on outings. Like, there's a lot that's happening here. Your fire has been lit. You're ready for something new. All right. But others of you, if you let go of this Five of Cups energy, if that you're still in Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs about this, or whatever situation you're thinking about, doors will open. Doors will open. New adventures will come to pass for you. And we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, your heart is ready to be filled. You are ready to just wear your heart on your sleeves. You want to be, some of you guys, Aquarius, you're a hopeless romantic. You're just ready to fall in love with someone or something. Like, you're ready to fall in love with a career. You're ready to fall in love with a person. You know, some of you guys want to have kids. Like, you're ready to be a mom. You're ready to be a dad. Like, you're just ready for anything that's going to fill your heart up, that's going to make you feel like life is worth your while. Right? And there could be those of you, maybe you're just like, I just want to be in love, but there's something that's stopping you. Like, if you're not present in your relationship with someone, right, or you're not present in your life, it's because you're still looking back on something that hurt you. And you just need to be completely done with it and open your heart up, open your heart chakra up, get your confidence back. And, you know, kind of wear your heart on your sleeves and just be like, I just want love. I just want to fall in love. That's what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. But there are those of you, you're already there. You're already there. You and your partner, or you when it comes to your career or your job, like, you're just like, I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. This feels right. You're just going by how you feel, and you're following your heart here. And it's absolutely beautiful, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you've been bored. You've been so bored, right? Like, you're done. And there's someone here, like, maybe they've been apologizing to you, and you're just like, You know what I mean? Maybe there's someone who hurt you really badly in your past, and like, they're coming to apologize, but you're still hurt. You know what I mean? You're still kind of stuck on how they treated you, and things haven't been the same since then. But Aquarius, I just get the sense you're so bored. You're so bored with how your life's been going, or you were bored, and now you're just like, I'm done with being bored. I'm going to go after what I want. I'm going to go after what I want. With integrity. Okay, just remember this card that came out. With integrity. Don't forget the integrity, you know, the integral part. Okay. You're waiting for abundance, because I see the Knight of Cups as also being very abundant as well in the heart space. All right. I'm also getting the sense, just be careful. Like if there's a situation where you don't really want to be committed to a relationship, but you're still kind of like forcing yourself to be, even though it doesn't really make you 100% happy, and you feel like you've missed out on some things in your life, maybe in the dating world, and you just kind of like forced yourself to commit to something that you may start to realize like you don't want to commit anymore. But if this is a situation where you want to commit, you just want to start going on more adventures, having your own freedom back in a way to be able to hang out with friends and travel with your partner, or just maybe you want to travel for work. I don't know. There's something about a job where your heart space is full. They're very understanding. They take into consideration how you're feeling, you know, each and every week. You know, they make sure that they are attentive to your needs at your job. You know, these are people or management or supervisors that you can really talk to about what's going on in your mind, how you're feeling, what have you, and they're there to listen, right? So this is a very, very beautiful time for you, Aquarius. If you let go of this past energy, if there's something that you feel is holding you back from really living, you need to let it go, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you. We have the Queen of Swords. You're cutting someone off or cutting something off completely, or you're giving someone a piece of your mind here, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. This is Gemini energy, or just any energy really, doesn't matter, but you're cutting someone off. Two of Swords, yes, you do. Okay, you have a choice to make, guys. It's almost like this mermaid she's deciding whether to save this man from drowning. Because she has a conch in her hand, so it's almost like what I'm getting is a lot of huge story I'm feeling from this card. But it's like this mermaid has like a conch shell in her hand, and she can call her people to take this man away and possibly kill him. Or she can take him back to his people and bring him back home safely, or bring him to shore safely. That's what I'm getting. So that's like a hard decision, right? Like just in this card story that I made up, right? Or that I got from the image. But looking at these mermaids coming out for you in your past, it's like you were like a mermaid energy. Like otherworldly, Aquarius. Like you were a free spirit. Like you were a force to be reckoned with in your past. Like you, I don't know, you just lived your life in a certain way, and it's like now, like you may have been deep in the throes of emotions or love or, you know, desire in your past. Or maybe currently. And it's like you just can't wake up from it, or you can't get yourself out of that. And it's probably because you have a very difficult choice to make here. There's someone here, there's two paths here, and there's one that you need to take. One that's gonna benefit you, or one that's just gonna keep you stuck in this situation for a longer period of time until the next path presents itself to you to give you peace of mind. You have a decision to make here, Aquarius, regarding someone or something. There is a relationship with someone that you need to call quits because it's really causing you grief. You feel alone being this otherworldly presence in your life or in your family or with your friendship circle. You're just so different. Your mind and your soul go deeper than anyone than you've ever known in your life. And there's someone or some people in your life that try to keep you at surface level, and that's just not where you belong. You either are above and beyond water, or you're deep under. You're not at the surface. And it seems like there are some people who are really surface level, maybe very logical, very practical, very maybe very manipulative as well, where they don't go as deep as you do spiritually or emotionally or mentally. And they want you to be a part of that crowd, like a part of that tribe energy of like, you know, you got to be like us, or you just stand out so much. Aquarius, that's what I'm getting here, that in your past you may have felt alone, or maybe you feel alone now. But honestly, what I'm getting here as far as your advice, don't feel alone. You're magical. Create your own space of peace and happiness and love. And if this is with a significant other in the present or the future, it's going to be so beautiful for you. But you have a decision to make. There's a relationship you need to cut off. You need to stop talking to someone for a very, very long time, or permanently, okay? 7 of Pentacles, yeah. Plant your seeds. You know, plant your seeds. There may be someone who may make you feel like you're a disappointment because they may have planted some seeds in you that they thought would grow, but you were not the ground that was meant for that seed to grow, right? Some of you guys, your darker part of yourself may come out at this time or on this adventure, because it has to. But I'm just getting that there is the need for patience here, Aquarius, with yourself. And then we have strength, Leo, your sister sign. So yeah, be strong as you move forward with your heart space opened. Yes, you've been hurt, but the universe is saying move forward with your heart open, because there's some beautiful healing energies and blessings coming your way. The Chariot of Cancer energy is time to commit to your path that you've chosen. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on, right? It's time to move on, but there is a relationship that's got to go, Aquarius, or a job, or a thought pattern, something. There's somebody that needs to be booted out because they have not respected you at all or dealt with you in integrity. Much love and light to all of you, Aquarius. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.